So if you look up here to where it says competitive greatness here, that is what everybody is aiming for. This doesn't mean competition with your competitors. This doesn't mean anything like this. It means your own best self, your own best business, right? Your own competitive greatness. And this entire pyramid is working its way to this state of competitive greatness. And so if you look at the bottom here, what you have is, well, just some of these are really easy and it just takes a second. Some of them take a little more thought and explanation. But the first is obsession. And I think you cannot be successful in business unless you are obsessed, unless you have a tinge of obsession with the topic, with the idea, with the building a business. I've always been obsessed with building business, but I've also been obsessed with my topics, right? So there has to be a sense of obsession. If you look at any great entrepreneur, if you look at any great athlete, if you look at any great of anything, they have a level of obsession around it. So it keeps the drive, it keeps the fear, it keeps the right amount of fear for them. It keeps this, this spark and this hunger and this hustle present. So you have to have a right amount of obsession. The next is cooperation. And I think that we don't have to spend a ton of time there. It's like you've got to be able to connect and cooperate with team and cooperate with vendors, and you've got to be able to cooperate with clients. And so you need to be somebody who has that skill set and that ability. You have to have a level of dedication, right? And it is really being dedicated to the craft. It is knowing that you're dedicated even when you're bored, right? You're dedicated even when it's hard. You are dedicated even when you don't feel like being dedicated, but you are more dedicated to the outcome than you are stopped from all of the problems that come up. Right? And then there's connection. Of course, you have to be able to connect to people. You have to have a sense of connection on video and connection on social and connection in person and connection from the stage. And you have to be able to connect with people for them to feel like they want to work with you. They want to partner with you. They want to do business with you, right? And then innovation. Now, I don't think we could have ever said this any better than in the time we're in right now, but you have to be a business that is facile. You have to be a business that is like, okay, I can turn on a dime. I can be ready for whatever comes my way. I can tweak this or change that. And I can't remember who it was just a moment ago, somebody saying, it was the event designer, right? You're saying, I need to figure out now how to teach online and to move this online. That is the innovation of this, to constantly be in an evolution. And then intention. I find that most of you, today I will discover this and tomorrow, are throwing marketing spaghetti up against the wall, right? You're taking a bunch of tactics and trainings and webinars you've been to and classes you've taken, and you're throwing them all against the wall, and you don't understand why they don't stick. And they don't stick because the right intention is not present to ground them in getting a result. And to have the right intention, you must also know who you are and where you are. And what I mean by that is that you have to know what level of business you're in. Every tactic or let's do a little test here in the chat. Pop up the chat, and in the chat, type a strategy. Type a strategy, something that, something that you have used or you've seen someone else use or write something. If you put a strategy in there, right, whether it was speaking or Facebook ads or whatever it is, right, whatever it is, you're going to find that all of those strategies work. Right? Speaking, webinars, right? Just two things, but try building through social media. Everything you put in there is going to work. Every strategy will work. Here's the challenge. Not every strategy will work for you. And that's because of your level. It's because of your ability to invest, how much capital you have to spend. And so intention is so key in business. And I find that it's one of the biggest challenges that a lot of people have. The next kind of goes without saying, you have to be a fast action taker. You have to say yes to almost everything. You hear all these people go, the key to success is saying no. That is such bullshit. The key to success is saying yes to everything and knowing that only 20% of it will work out or be right or get you a result. And that's all you need. I make $6 million a year off of only 20% working. but I say yes to almost everything. I say no to things that aren't in integrity for me. I say no to things that aren't in alignment with me. I say no to things that just wouldn't move my business forward. They just have nothing to do with me. But everything else I say yes to, and I figure out who can do it and how we can do it. Because the more, people say all the time, how'd you make $6 million a year? 6 million yeses. So I take very fast action. I do not worry about if it's the right or the wrong action, because I know I can course correct. Most people are trying to make the decision, and I am focused not on making the right decision, but on making the decision right. Whatever decision I make, I will make it right. And that's the key to fast action.